me. Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please. Gotta be a freak to me. Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please. Gotta be a freak to me. Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please. Gotta be a freak to me. Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please. Help me discover us. Help me discover you again. Help me discover. Moving with the money beat.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome.
Muted.
And we're still muted. Okay.
Wait, are we mute? What is happening? We are good. Never mind. I lied to you. We're perfectly fine. Hello. Come start to the stream. But yeah, if you would be willing to go on with the intro now.
All right. Yeah, sure. So, first match of the weekend here, we have the Singapore Bongo showdown between dantoh and I Love Loleez. I am SlipperyPickle, joined by Kerasi. How are you doing?
I am doing great. Thank you for having me. I am quite excited to see how this goes down, considering I have watched these two players play in the tournament setting for a while, and also I feel like it's simply a great start to our weekend here on the Taiko Colosseum. A very solid match on 4-2 with two very good players.
Yeah, and the funny thing to kind of note is that I do believe these two have actually teamed up for GT's duo tournament that's going to be starting. If I'm not mistaken.
Don't remember, and I will have to check because I don't think I actually properly checked the teams after the spreadsheet was created.
Thanks. Spreadsheet. Yes, yeah, they have teamed up for that.
So, if anything, this is just a bit of a tease as to what we're going to see from those two. This is great for research if anyone's playing in a tournament. Especially for me, for once, I actually care about a tournament.
Yeah.
So let's see how this goes.
Yeah. Okay, this is the top diff. Yeah, this would be a bit rough to play with Hard Rock. I was gonna say I was surprised loleez isn't playing with it, but
this has such high SV in the in this part and the like ninja finishers.
Yeah.
That unless you remember how the map goes exactly, you just cannot play it. Also, it does have a high base OD. I think it's like base OD 7 point something.
Yeah, that's pretty rough with Hard Rock for sure.
loleez does do a great job of reading it so far. dantoh kind of struggling both with holding combo and ack here.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is loleez warm up.
It might be. And it would seem that you are correct.
Yes, cool.
Cool.
Good map, honestly.
Oh, I agree. It is a very, very fun map. I remember there was different map set of this that was used in switching, and even though the song was a banger, I remember the map was really not as fun. So I'm really happy that we have this version by Nifty now, because it is so well made, so fun.
Yeah, all I hear about Suiji are just horror stories left and right. I'm kind of amazed people sign up for it.
See, that is why Switch is so popular, because it's a mess, and we love that. We love to see it.
That's true. That's true.
It is basically like when you're signing up for a quick 2-day tournament that is completely random and causes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Except it's actually more than just one weekend.
Yeah, and also has like converts and stuff, which is very nice to see. I am a base convert enjoyer. What about you?
I haven't played converts in a while, honestly. Here's the thing, right? Is that, provided that the convert isn't like completely unplayable, which is like 50% of converts anyways, I don't mind it, but like I'm not gonna lie, I do prefer, actual Taiko maps.
Let's see. Well, if you enjoy the actual Taiko maps, I would like to see what you think about this map, because I have seen this one and it's if I recall correctly, a version of this was used in SGTS. Or was it EGTS like a year ago or something? It was something crazy because I remember seeing this and it's an interesting map.
Alright.
It sounds very simple, and also good call by both players to not go with any mods on this, because it can hurt.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, I know loleez can read some high SV with hard rock. I'm not sure if that's gonna come into play or not at all, but
I mean, I would not be surprised if we were to see something like a Hard Rock 2 in today's match. Hard Rock 2 is like almost never played, so I would be very happy to see that.
yeah. I do wonder if we'll always the big question with this pool is, will we see Hidden 1?
Do we want to see Hidden 1? Do we want to see our players suffer? That is a true question.
I mean, I don't mind.
Also, hello everyone in chat. How are you doing today? I hope you're enjoying the warm-up so far.
Yeah, this map is it's definitely a solid little first key eye there from when I was looking at the screen. Yeah.
I mean, even if you're looking at it, it's so overmapped that it's funny.
Oh, I mean, I love some good overmapping. It's always a treat to play and just be like, why am I even like pressing keys right now? There's literally no reason for 90% of these notes to be here. Real warm-up mapping there.
That is what makes warm-ups good, I feel like. Having to play more notes than needed, so then you feel underwhelmed when playing the rest of the map, so you can actually hit everything and not be like, whoa, what was that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a nice balance between like really warming your fingers up versus just like burning out your stamina during the warm-ups. Because that's kind of a classic speed abuser tactic, is to just put in some ungodly speed map for the warm-up and completely exhaust the other player.
Also, since we did already mention Tart, and Zach also mentioned that there's many Tart players that also play in TC or are connected to TC one way or another, we should maybe just recommend you check it out, because it looks like it'll be very fun. It will be badged and stuff. I was not paid to promote this, but I do feel like for a 2v2 tournament like that, it's always great to have even more teams.
Yeah, true. Yeah, hopefully it turns out to be a fun one. I mean, I like I think it's interesting to have a 2v2 where with no actual like extra teammates. So it's basically just a glorified 1v1 tournament.
Yeah, I suppose that's a way to put it.
It's 1v1 but more fun, basically.
That is fair.
Getting into the rolls, loleez loses by a whole 3 points. Very unfortunate. dantoh going to be choosing the pick order and deciding to pick second.
And now we have to see. Loleez will pick to ban second.
Understandable. Alright.
Probably going to pull the oh, never mind. dantoh actually banning DD too. Sad to see Xenobikil gone. It's a very nice song.
Yeah, bummer to see some Hero K maps getting banned. And loleez going to be banning DC1. Alright, nice.
No speed for us, it seems. But we do still have Hero 1 in the game.
Alright, yeah, that's a good point.
That means. And it looks like, of course, dantoh000 will be loleez first pick. I am really not surprised, and it's a very strong start, honestly.
Yeah, I haven't actually played this map. I mean, I don't think I've even FC'd this map no mod, but also I don't remember the last time I played it, but it sounds like loleez is sight reading. Very cool. Yeah, 200 BPM hard rock. I'm not sure if this goes up to like 1.1 or anything like that, but we will see.
I don't think it goes up to 1.1, but this is just, it's basically like pure speed at this point. It's constantly this sort of speed, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, so it's more just a speed map where the SV is high for no other reason than because hard rock is a thing.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Will say it is kind of surprising. loleez is going to be picking up the early miss. I mean, he did say he was sight reading, but still a bit unfortunate.
Still a very solid sight rate, holding over 99% accuracy though.
It is, but unfortunately it's not quite enough to match up to dantoh's probably like 2 100 score he's got going right now.
And it's about 300s.
At least he didn't drop, right guys? Okay. Okay, I'm glad playing it off as a joke actually made him not drop. That's a good thing. Alright.
But it does seem like we're halfway through the map, and even though loleez is quite close, dantoh still has the lead. And honestly, if we see a breakpoint from the start, I'm kind of scared about what sort of match this is going to be. dantoh has dropped Act now due to the doublets, which I wholeheartedly can understand.
Yeah,
and the score is so close.
I'm sure. I've heard that doublets on Bongo are particularly annoying.
The thing is, if you're used to hitting things as finishers, and then you see that it's not exactly a finisher, you try to hit it differently, you also think it differently, and on lower BPM, if you try to hit it as a finisher, you're gonna mess up. If you try to hit it as a doublet, you will most likely get 100s. So it's about learning how to balance things out most of the time, and to also help you not go into double tap or anything, because that would suck.
Yeah.
You know what doesn't suck though? The fact that we somehow have a breakpoint off the start. dantoh getting the pick off I Love loleez with a wonderful FC with only 1500s.
Yeah, I mean, loleez having the lower 100 count there, but Osu is a combo game, unfortunately for him. So those 3 misses are definitely going to be losing him the point there, and we're going to be seeing Hidden 2 right away. Not too surprising. nice and short, under 2 minutes long.
Also, a very nice remix, I do have to say.
Yeah, good song. I will say I definitely I'm gonna say it's not out of the question for us to see HD1, given that I'm assuming Dantoh can kind of just get away with abusing HD against loleez here. But also, Hidden 1 is such a kind of really hard map compared to the rest of the pool that it might be RNG as to who wins.
I feel like with Hidden 2, the one who's going to win is the one that can read dance patterns more evenly. And I really don't know who would be that person in this case. I'm quite unsure.
Well, in terms of general hidden comfortability, it definitely looks like Dantoh has the leg up. Both players are holding an FC, but we're halfway through and Dantoh's got what looks to be a 5% AC lead.
We do have to mention that both players are, well, never mind. Nobody's FCing anymore. Yeah, that was a very odd pattern. But yeah. Also, to answer your question, Ray, yes, Hidden 1 was pulled by KB right at the last seconds because he was panicking since he had no Hidden 1 for Power 2. It was very not fun to experience, but that is what happened, and now you're stuck with it.
Yeah, woo!
Woo! I mean, I
feel like everyone.
I kind of like Hidden 1. I kind of like it but I feel like it doesn't work with the difficulty of this pool. It should have been like a 5-1 Hidden or something.
Yeah, something like that probably.
Yeah. Also, a very good score by Dantoh, only getting 2 misses on that. Clearly outplaying loleez, who struggles with Hidden in this case. So a very solid pick.
loleez gonna be responding with an immediate banger though. Free mod 3.
This whole pool is full of bangers.
So true, honestly.
Also, do have to say that this specific map set is so glorious. I love it. Every single difficulty is fun.
I still haven't gotten around to playing it. I will at some point.
I highly recommend it. Ooh, seeing a nice double hard rock from our players here.
Understandable. I think seeing the notes is probably pretty useful for a map like this. We'll say from the matches on this pool that I have seen, I don't think I've seen very many people go for hidden only. I think maybe in one of the Taiwanese team matches where we had like 3-digit going hidden only, but for people of this rank range, I think Hard Rock is definitely the safer bet.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it, especially with Free Mod 3 that's technically supposed to be anti-mod. You just don't feel as scared because if you can see what's happening, at least you can maybe try to prevent the mess that will be the series of misses that are coming due to the SV change. Maybe you can salvage it, but if you cannot even see what's happening, you're kinda stuck there, observing your HP bar slowly sliding down to 0 with nothing to do.
Yeah, true. Having hidden moments is always really unfortunate, especially in the middle of a match.
I do have to say that Dantoh has, never mind, both players kind of struggling there, but Dantoh had been holding combo for a bit longer than loleez there. And that seems to be helping quite a bit in this case.
Yeah,
And the good old Bongo advantage with hidden the finishers.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think they're relatively even on hundreds, but I think when loleez missed, he picked up a couple more like chained misses. And that does mean that the point will be going to Danto. That's the second break point now.
Ooh, that was very close though. Look at that. If it wasn't for that extra miss, maybe just maybe because of where dantoh missed, maybe loleez could have gotten the point. But
Yeah, maybe.
unfortunately. Oh my goodness, we're seeing one.
Woo! All right.
No way.
Nice. Nice.
Now from banger to banger yet again. We literally cannot escape the good songs in these pools. Oh, our pools are great. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. I do want to wish loleez good luck on this. May he be patient enough with this. May he
Yeah.
not rage quit.
Enjoy the 4.5 minutes of suffering.
I mean, I know I will enjoy them. It's going to be very fun to watch dantoh bully I love loleez on 1 and 4-2. This is what we came here for, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary folks. It's all about this. Look at this wonderful train wreck.
This is this is not 4-2. Definitely looks like a really fun map though if you can play it, and definitely seems like loleez is not one of those people. Picking up a relatable number of misses in the start here.
I feel like having to read 1/6 in this level with Eden can be a pain, especially when it's constant 1/6 like this in streams.
Yeah, I will say from what I've heard, 1/6 and 1/4 is one of those things that really has to click with you before you get it. And slapping hidden on top of it only makes it messier.
I do have to say the best way to actually understand 1/4 to 1/6 and 1/4 is with Hydrock instead, because you kind of understand how the timing works when you miss, and by repeating certain buttons you kind of understand how it goes.
Yeah, and also like the more like spread out notes kind of makes it a bit easier to read.
Yeah, kinda, but I do know many people who can all read spread out notes. Like, I remember when I was learning streams, I would tell people I prefer using Hardrock on stream maps because it helps me to have the spread out notes. But like, how do you read that? It's like, how do you read the constantly stuck together notes is what I don't understand. Which is why Easy is a horrible mod in my opinion. I do not like Easy.
Easy is fine to an extent for me. I can't say I'm that great with super low SV stuff, but it's not like I'm exactly good enough at the game in general to really brag about any like super strong aspects of my skill set, so...
You know what? That's understandable. loleez hitting everything too early, it seems. Which is impressive in its own, like, I guess, in his own caliber, because he can read, kinda, but he's reading it in the wrong time.
Yeah, and that was one of the more readable sections of the map as well. But hey, loleez finally managing to cross the 100k threshold. Hopefully he can maintain it for the rest of the map. Only a quarter left to go. loleez sitting on what looks to be 57% AC versus dantoh's near 85.
Hey, I do have to say, even though this is like, we are not just memeing with this. This is a true challenge map. I feel like every single pool has its sort of map that is a bit too insane for its own level, and is only going to be picked as a way to abuse your opponent's weakness. And it just so happens that in 4-2, it's a very dense hidden map.
I will say, as Zach mentioned, the Hard Rock 1 in this pool is actually pretty difficult as well. I've only seen it once, but I feel like I do remember that it was probably the next hardest map in the pool. I still wouldn't quite say it's as difficult as this by any means, but still something to keep an eye out for, I suppose.
Hard Rock 1 is like a stingy map, I think? Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong. Which one? Which one is Hard Rock 1?
Hard Rock 1, Good Fortune, Extended.
That is I don't remember who mapped that. I am very sorry.
Oh, the mapper,
goodness.
Vermilion Cross. That name doesn't ring a bell to me either, honestly. That's my first time ever seeing that, that mapper's name.
I think that is I don't know who that person is. I think they're okay. Let me check who this person might be. They're a person who hasn't been around in years. Well, that explains why we don't know them.
Yeah, that checks out.
But you know what I know? I know that this is another map that's kinda interesting due to the patterning. Because it is it's an I Love Marisa map. And usually in these maps you will see some pretty interesting string patterns or 1-6 patterns. Like things like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Both players seem to be holding on kind of well. I mean, it's definitely an improvement over Hidden 1, so that's good to see. And it is also nice to see that we're getting one of each mod here. Loleez opting for Hard Rock, but dantoh this time opting for Hidden. And Loleez taking the significant accuracy and combo advantage here.
It does feel like dantoh stacked with Hidden because the previous map was a 4.5 minutes Hidden map, so it kind of made sense to continue in the same vein as that's what he was used to.
Yeah, you're kind of already in the Hidden reading mode.
Meanwhile, Loleez, who was never in that mode, is currently winning with quite a margin on this specific pick.
Yeah, managing to make it all the way up to 450 combo before finally finding that break before this last Ki, but dantoh has a little too much ground to make up. As far as I can tell, we're going to need to see something really, really unfortunate from Loleez if he's going to lose this point.
And there we go. We can officially say this is not a sweep.
Not a sweep. Really nice score, only 6 misses and like half the hundreds of dantoh as well. Good to finally get a point on the board, but dantoh will be responding with no mod 2. Good choice.
Respectable choice, indeed. Now, if something like this was Hidden 1, for example, now that would have been great. I feel like this map would work nicely for a Hidden 1 because it's not constant streams, but it is very slow and it does incorporate some 1/6 here and there. It would have been very fun to see.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't seem too absurdly slow. It's always something I can say until I actually put on hidden, and then it's, oh, okay, this is way slower than I thought. But either way, this is actually the first no-mod interaction in general. They haven't even banned any of the no-mods either. This is the first no-mod pick, so be interested to see how this goes. This is dantoh000's pick, but loleez actually taking the early lead, and on top of that, dantoh000 finding that first miss. Definitely going to give loleez a bit of an advantage here. Might be able to hopefully respond with a breakpoint after all of his own picks that he's forked over.
It seems like it simply took a bit for loleez to get in the true gamer mode, so he was able to get some points, but now he's faring quite well. I mean, look at that, halfway through the map almost, and we have a wonderful mid 99% accuracy from I Love Loleez. dantoh000 is slightly behind, but catching up slowly, especially now that loleez has missed and dropped a bit of back. Oh, and there he goes.
Okay. So now dantoh000 with the combo lead, and loleez just dropping misses left and right here on these 1/6 or are those 1/8? I can't tell. Probably 1/6.
That is 1/8, for example, over there. It has a combination of both 1/6 and 1/8, making this a very interesting techie map. Despite it being very slow, it also incorporates a lot of tech. And as such, it can be quite a challenge. But that is unfortunate for I Love Loleez, even though he was holding it for so long. Those misses. That's unfortunate. But dantoh000 now leading with 5-1.
Yeah, currently sitting on match point, and loleez is going to pick the last remaining free mod. He did manage to win the free mod 1, so I guess this isn't a bad call. Just lets him slap on Hard Rock. Another kind of relatively long one, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Most of this pool, at least most of the maps that have been played, have been kind of short, barring the hidden one. So we'll see how they hold up on an actual playable map of this length.
Yet again, we have dantoh000 with hidden and loleez with Hard Rock.
Some pretty early act drops from both players, but loleez holding up a little better. Not too surprising given that it's a bit of a slower section, so hidden is going to be a little rougher to start.
Ooh, these are some kind of tricky patterns, actually.
Yeah,
and it does seem like, I'm not gonna say anything because there's so much happening.
I will say, despite the sheer number of hundreds that loleez has been dropping, he kind of already had an accuracy lead going into that first spicy section, so he's still going to be coming out with a bit of a lead. But not anymore. Haha.
Oh, and it's back. The score keeps flickering. It's so unbelievably close.
Yeah, really just a matter of hundreds right now.
It does make sense considering the players basically miss at the same time.
Yeah, their combo is like, I can't count fast enough, but like 5 or 10 apart. I don't know.
Even less than that, it seems. It's like, let's see. Yeah, it's
there we
like,
go, 6.
No, it's
6, alright. Yeah.
Oh, same Mac, and just like that, now I Love Loleez is in the lead by What seems to be about 80 points? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm not. Was that just like a finisher or something, or was there a slider that I didn't pay attention to? It seems like a really small margin.
It may have been 100 on the finishers.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's a good point actually.
Like Danto got one again right there. So this is a very tricky map. I cannot imagine I wouldn't play this with it on the hard rock that easily.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is looking pretty tricky for both mods, honestly. The base OD 6.5 is where hard rock OD starts to just get uncomfortable for pretty much everyone, because that's what, like 9.4 or something like that. I don't know. I never remember my hard rock conversions. Either way, both players, after their initial misses, holding combo really nicely, but I don't think... Okay, hold on, there might be more spice left, I don't know. Doesn't sound like it. Which means that loleez will probably be able to secure his second pick.
Well, second point, but in any case, it does seem like you're right. A very valiant attempt that indeed worked out in the end. The match still goes on as loleez gets the second point in this match. With quite an impressive score too.
Yeah, I was going to say, it really basically was just a difference of hundreds there. Those max combos, yeah, only 6 apart. Those accuracies, not too far apart, but dantoh, and I believe that those 2 misses from dantoh were like at basically the same time anyways.
And now we go with Delvio. Good old rock kill. So with this map, I think this was originally meant to be. This pick was originally meant to be the thing. It was a hidden.
Oh.
I may not be remembering this correctly, but I do remember KB showing me this map and initially being like, I want to use it somewhere, and I jokingly said, I use it as hidden. He's like, you know what? I may do that. I'm like, no! And
don't give KB ideas like that, because he will do it.
I have done that way too many times, and I'd like to admit, so I also take partially the blame for some of these picks that make people suffer, I do have to say.
But yeah, immediately we're seeing this is a bit more of a finisher-heavy map, so luckily for both players, they are Bongos. That's not too big of an issue, but either way, loleez is going to be the first one to pick up a miss here.
I do have to say this is a very good map if you are a Bongo player. It all comes down to stamina more than patterning than it would for like a K to the K player.
Yeah, I was going to say, looking at this right now, I could tell you I probably would not set a very good score on it. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, like things like that.
Alright.
Oh, and loleez unfortunately missing there, it would seem.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that was client. That was a genuine miss. So dantoh going to be running away with the lead even more now.
Yeah, shut up, Ark. Finish yourself fun. You wouldn't get it. I call skill issue.
Honestly, I'm fine with admitting that it's a skill issue. For me, I'm willing to concede that I am not a fan of finishers like that. It sounds cool, you know. It's more fun to watch other people play those kinds of maps since I actually play them yourself.
Okay, okay, Mini. So Mini Lamp. Whatever command you do is make a nice kind of a mashup of the 2 songs that you wanted for a warm-up. So this and the other one. and then you make the mapping based on what the maps look like. So basically, you flex both with the finishers and single tapping at the same time.
Mini, you can try, but you have to realize Sola hates finishers just as much as the rest of us, so I doubt he'll actually paste those in.
I will do it for you! But yeah, with that, Danto managing to hold on for longer and having greater stamina in the end, it seems, and winning the match point against loleez. Only 2 misses on his part, and 47 hundreds. Very solid score.
Yeah, managing
Well
to rack up that much combo as well. Pretty good performance. But yeah, that will be the end of this match. I'm not sure if they plan to play tiebreaker, but in the meantime, allow me to tell you that the next match will be between bexs and Senko on a custom pool. Is it okay? So this is going to be on the all TV length pool, which is basically exactly what it sounds like. Every map in here is super long.
that's gonna take a while to finish. Ooh, you guys are gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, it's best of 7 though, at least. So
yeah,
it'll probably be roughly the same length as a normal match, and it's also all free mod. But
implying that the players are not going to go into TB on the TB match.
I hope not. Yeah, the tiebreaker for that pool is 10 minutes long. Oh man.
But yeah, I think this will be it for us. We do have to let our streamer go prepare herself because they're playing in the match. So yeah, I have been Kerasi, joined by SlipperyPickle. Thank you for joining us in this wonderful match. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did, and we'll see you fairly soon.
Yep, see you at 17 UTC. Thank you for watching.